Finish line's right in sight. Go, Will. Take in some more, man. Finish line's right there. Wil Weldon. Running so strong. All right, Will. See you at the finish. Rocket, baby!
Since this triathlon in 2012, I've been training hard for a 70.3 Ironman in June. I've committed to raising at least $5,000 for the Melanoma Research Foundation. There's just not enough known about treating this serious disease, and I'm passionate for this cause. Why? Because I've had 3 friends die of melanoma in the past 2 years. Chris was a high school friend, funny, clever, athletic, and compassionate. Robert was a successful businessman, energetic, an art lover, and a deeply caring person. One of my friends who passed away almost 2 years ago was Ted Murphy. And Ted loved competing, he loved racing, and he loved life. So much that when he found out he had melanoma, he and his wife co-founded Go to Hell Mel, an organization targeted at raising money to support melanoma research.
And at the time that we founded this charity, my husband had been diagnosed with melanoma, and he was stage 3 melanoma. And we were very frustrated because we started looking at treatment options. We found that there weren't really any new FDA-approved treatments for melanoma in like the past 15 years at that time. And then we started looking at the numbers on melanoma and how quickly the incidence of melanoma were on the rise and how devastating it was, especially to young people. And we just wanted to scream because we were so frustrated. Why isn't there more research going into this? Why aren't people our age more aware of the dangers of melanoma and protecting themselves? And why isn't there more funding going into this?
I'm doing this 70.3 Ironman, not just for myself, although it is my first time competing at this distance, and it's a little bit scary. 55-mile bike ride in the middle of a swim and long run, half marathon run, kind of worries me a little bit. But I'm doing this not just for myself. I'm doing this because I want to honor the memory of my friends who passed away from melanoma.
To date, the organization has raised $175,000 for melanoma research. And in that time, there's been 2 new treatments approved by the FDA for melanoma that have amazing effectiveness in stopping late-stage melanoma. And it's in part due to this collective efforts and the money, the research dollars that have gone in to allow this to go forward. And there's still more work to be done. I know Ted would want everyone to go on and continue raising money for melanoma, and I think he would be proud of the fact that the clinical trials that he was in are laying the groundwork for drugs that have now been approved by the FDA, and because of the efforts of Go to Hell Mel, the dollars that have been raised for melanoma research, and the studies that Ted participated in, there are more treatment options today for people that are diagnosed with late-stage melanoma than there were 5 years ago. And that's wonderful. And I know Ted would be so proud of that and feel like it was worth it.
Thank you. And please consider giving to help this cause and to encourage me on this race.